don't tend to have many regrets. I share them privately if I do, and with a couple of you I've reflected on the fact, on my thoughts from time to time, but in general I don't think about my regrets as much. I regret, if I'm going to regret, I regret we didn't have a bigger room to do this, but I don't have much regrets. Many regrets, I should say.
Any lessons learned?
Oh, plenty of lessons learned, and I'll stay here all day.
Most important lesson.
Karen's back with a fresh battery. We're ready to go.
Most important lesson learned.
Keep your friends close.
What's
the end of that one go?
Yeah, you're going to finish
And your enemies
sentence?
closer.
You know, this is a business of relationships. Kevin DeWine knew that. Kevin and I are very good, I would say good friends. The day we're hired is the day you set yourself up to get fired by somebody, although I'm not fired. It's, you know, the old adage, and the day you get hired is the day you're going to get fired. And this is the kind of job, like a baseball manager, where you don't reflect on the fact that Joe Torre won all those championships, he still got fired. You deal with what you deal with, and you don't worry about the kinds of things you can't control. I can't control certain things. I'm not going to try. I'll just point out the facts, put them in front of you, and hope you'll give me half a column inch, you know, maybe a response. That'll be that.
What advice do you have for David Pepper?
That he goes slow, that he travels the state as I did, 95 blue cocktails. Just look at my Twitter feed and Facebook. 95 blue cocktail events in the last 18 months alone. I've traveled to all 88 counties, at least once, obviously, but in the case of Cuyahoga County, I've probably been in Cuyahoga County more than 150 times over the course of the last 9 years. He needs to do that, and he will. He knows what, the great news is about David Pepper is he already knows much of this, if not all. Donors to the party are investing in infrastructure. Donors in the party today are investing in infrastructure. There is no expectation that the dollars raised in the month of January, February, or March of next year are going to be saved in a safe and given to a candidate running for county commissioner or president. You have to invest now, so the cultivation of relationships between now and when Hillary is actually running in Ohio is done. All of that work is done in preparation for those big races, and that's what the party does. And by, you know, in my opinion, by any standard, we've not only done that, we've achieved those kinds of goals. I can be blamed for a lot of things, and privately, once in a while, I do apologize for them. Usually privately, though. But I will tell you this: Ted Strickland or myself or Democrats in Ohio can't be blamed for a national 2010 wave election, nor can we blame for 2014. We lost the Senate, for goodness sake, in 2014. Are there things that we can do better? Absolutely. And David Pepper offers fresh ideas and fresh set of eyes to go about that process.
Did your wife benefit from any vendor contracts with the party, and will those stay in place when you leave?
How would she benefit too?
Is she affiliated with any businesses that got work?
No. And that's, it's so interesting when we say consultants and benefiting and those kinds of things. We all realize that everything we do has to be filed. I have to file an ethics report. And if I were to not file something where I benefited, if my wife benefited and I didn't, and Tony Bledsoe didn't get that, I'd be in trouble. So not only is there the state party's requirement that we file for the Secretary of State's office, I have to file an ethics report as a member of the legislature, unequivocally, without question, without hesitancy, absolutely false. Never benefited, quite the contrary. I have a 6-year-old daughter, I didn't get to drive to school today. That's a lack of a benefit. I'm here.
There was
So.